Welcome back. Got T-Dog in the background and Hershey Dog in the background, literally. In this episode, we're going to be replacing the washer tank on the Silverado. So mine is leaking, so it definitely, something needs to be replaced. I don't know what yet. So first step you're gonna do is you're gonna pour water into here and make sure it is in fact leaking. Leave this open, so if there is a leak, it gives it kind of a little airflow. Now what you want to do is you want to get underneath, look, see if it's dripping anywhere. You're going to take this reservoir out. We're going to actually thoroughly look at it and see what is causing it to leak. Alright, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take this bar out and we're going to take the battery out. You don't need special tools to do it, you just need the correct tools to do it. You might have some spots that are, some bolts that are rusty that you might need to spray some PB Blaster or WD-40 on. Any kind of penetrating fluid. Now we're going to take our terminals off. So start with a negative. A lot of these you can break loose and they'll just unscrew by hand. And here's why you take off the negative first. So negative first, negative grounds the body. Your positive is right beside this fender. So if I'm sitting here unscrewing this right here, and I come back and I hit this, it's gonna spark, obviously, because you're contacting metal on your hot. Disconnect your negative, that disconnects the ground from the body. That way when you're on your positive, it's not gonna ground out. Pull your cables out of the way. You can see down here, we have got, I don't know if you can see, way down there, is that bolt holding the battery in place. You're gonna take that out all the way out and the battery will come out. Grab you a 13mm socket, get down there, loosen it up, take it out. Just put the bolt back in it so you remember that that goes with this piece. You got your battery tray. You're gonna take your battery tray out also. 7 10mm bolt. Alright, now your battery tray should just come right out. Go ahead and take your lines off. They're just held in with little plastic tabs. You pull the tabs apart and they just come right out. Now you got a, looks to be a 10mm right here holding it. So go ahead and remove that. There's one clip right there. There's one back here. Remove those. And if you're like me and don't have the tools to do it, you can pull on the liner or get you a little pry bar or something and get the clips out. Alright, so you got that bolt out. Now it's loose, ready to come out. What you're gonna do is you're gonna take this right here. You're gonna pull it apart. You're gonna twist it just like that. And while you're twisting it, you're gonna pull on it. So twist it, pull, it's gonna come off. Mine came off a little easier. Sometimes they are a pain to get off, but twist it and pull it at the same time. And if you got to do like a 180 and twist it and pull it, just keep twisting it and it'll come off. And now what you're gonna do is you're gonna take the reservoir and push it down, unplug all your electrical connectors, your reservoir will be out. What are you doing, boy? Hey, what are you doing, buddy? Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna inspect. So you can see I got some water leaking right there. So that tells me that it looks like it might be this grommet, this rubber grommet right here. So all our lines are okay. This is just your level sensor, but I think that gasket's fine. This gasket, on the other hand, needs to be replaced, but I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the motor while I got it here. Dump your water out, get your new motor and your new gasket, put it in, slap it all back together. All right, now all you gotta do to get this out is just pull back like so. So you pop that little piece out of there and pull it out. So you might need both hands to twist it, but I might can get it with one hand. There you go. Oh shit, the whole thing. Alright, that's not supposed to happen, so we definitely need a new motor. But pull this piece out. Alright, so I'm gonna use 2 hands to do this. Alright, there's your piece. It's supposed to be one piece, but you can see right there, right here it's broke actually. So, and then the grommet is still in there, and all you're gonna do is you're gonna take a little screwdriver like this I got right here and just pry it out. So what I do is I'll push it, stick it in the hole, and then pry it out. Just make sure you don't eat the plastic up. And that's it. So I actually got looking inside of here and noticed that there was a piece in there, flopping all around. So I guess this is kind of like a float switch. This piece actually came off of here and was sitting in there, and after about 20 minutes of you know, piddling with it, I finally got it to come out the hole. It's very difficult, but I can hear it click every time it gets closer. It's like a magnet. Thought I was gonna need a new one of these, but seems to be okay. And with getting this off, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna twist this around, which I've already done that. You just gotta put a lot of pressure on it, twist it. Don't matter if you break it. If you break it inside of here, what you want to do is you want to grab a pair of needle nose pliers or any kind of pliers and just crush it up inside of this and just try to dump it out, pick it out. Just don't puncture a hole in the rubber. Just, you know, crush it all up if it's real brittle, and it'll just dump right out. All right, we're back about a week later. We got our pump here. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put the pump on here. It actually came in a new gasket, so we're gonna use a new gasket. Make sure that gasket seeps in there nice and tight. You don't want it to leak anymore, so it's got like a little indentation and it comes back out. Make sure that indentation is nice and seated in there. Then you're gonna take your new motor. You're gonna stick this end in first, and this end clicks on the top, so it's like a little mount bracket. Your new pump's in. So we'll hook this up, because if you put water in there, it's just gonna pour right back out. So hook this line up, dump some water in here about halfway, and let it sit for about 30 minutes, and make sure it's not leaking. As you're just hooking this line up for the time being, so we're just gonna sit it right there. I'm gonna put some water in here, let it sit, and then we got to put the battery in here for a second, hook it back up, and make sure the pump works. All this is dry, so I'm gonna let it sit and we're gonna come back, and if anything's wet, we know we have a leak. About an hour later, no leak, so it's all good. Now if yours has a leak, it might be something else. It could be a slit in the plastic, but just take it out, check it, you know, check back over your work, make sure the gasket's seated well. Take this plug out, let all the water drain out, because you don't want to keep water in here. Especially right now, it's getting a little colder out. 2x2 project. It's getting a little colder out, so you know, if this freezes, it's gonna crack this plastic. So, all right, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this and push it up from the bottom, because remember we had to push it down to get it out. Well, we got the plugs plugged in. Now I did fight it a little bit trying to get it plugged, so we're gonna set the battery in here to make sure it does work. All right, that means that our pump is working and we can install everything and hook it back up. Bolt tightened up. What you want to do is you want to run your tube down. So let's run our tube. So you plug this in right here. All right. And hook it up to the plastic tabs on the side. All right. Take your battery tray. Put your battery tray back in. And also don't forget the 2 tree clips in the wheel well. Now we'll put our bolts back in it and tighten it down. All right, that's all done. Now we can put our battery back in. All right, and when you put the battery in, slide it all the way forward so you can get to your mount. So just go ahead and hook your battery back up, positive first. Now we hook our negative up. Don't be scared of the sparks, it's gonna spark. Won't hurt you, it might bite you a little bit. Last but not least, that bolt. And then another one goes here, but mine's stripped out, so I can't really, you know, tighten it. Now all that's left is to put some fluid in here, which we're waiting on Zach boy here to get here with it. Put your fluid in there, and you can now clean your windshield. And that is how you remove a washer tank reservoir and replace the pump. That's all it is to it. Not too bad. If y'all want any more tutorials, just comment down below what you want. Let's get some more subscribers. Come on, like, subscribe. We're getting there, we're getting up there. We've gained 2 so far. We're doing pretty good, I think. So, but if y'all want to see any more tutorials on this, the 252 project, we got the red blazer being towed here tomorrow, so we got a lot to do on that. Aside from that, I want to thank everybody for, you know, keep watching my content and you know, subscribing and liking, commenting whenever you can. Doing good, I think we're doing good. JL Garage is actually doing really good on his stuff, so he's actually moving down. He might be moving back down here, I'm not sure, but let's hope he does, because I miss my boy. If y'all want any more tutorials, just leave a comment. We'll see y'all in the next one.